Hey, excuse the hair. I've been working outside all day. So, last night I finished reading Forever Country. This is part of the Forever series by Kathleen Brooks, which is following all the children's stories from the Bluegrass and the Bluegrass Brothers series. And there was a couple of like side stories. Anyway, so it's following all the kids. So we finished with all the Davies. That was the last book with Cassidy. She was the last of the Davies, except for the Cricket, but she's very young, so she's not gonna get her book for a while. Anyway, and where was I going? Oh, right. So now we are kind of getting to the Friends children. So you have Holt Everett, who is an up and coming country star. Actually, he's a little bit more than up and coming. He's not like full fame, but like he's up there. And he is the son of Trey Everett, who was a famous football player, and now he coaches a team. He's one of the coaches of the team. And then Taylor Everett, who was this big movie star and now directs movies. So like he could have grown up in a very different way because his parents are famous, there was a lot of money, but they had him grow up very grounded. And like he didn't even realize how famous his parents were until like he was older, and then like all the kids were like flirting with his mom and things like that. But anyway, and then on the other side you have Annaleigh, which is Annaleigh. I think it's Annaleigh. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'm sorry. Anyway, her parents also are in the music industry, country music industry, and she grew up very wealthy. But again, and if almost like in defiance of her parents, she grew up very kind, very generous. Her parents are representatives for the music industry, so they are actually trying to get Holt to sign with them. And they don't treat their daughter well at all. I don't know what it is about these books and these parents lately, because some of these parents are driving me insane. Like, okay, their daughter is getting stalked, right? That's like pretty. You would be pretty freaked out, right? Nope, they don't care. She's being dramatic, and they don't want to. They don't want to do anything about it because they don't want it to get out into the press. And they're like, oh, yeah, this is her job for, like, she works for the family agency. Well, it's really just until she gets married to some rich guy to up her status, to up their status. In fact, they keep trying to, like, throw this one guy on her who works for the company to, like, like bring it back into the family. Although she has an older brother, but they kind of like, he's gonna be like figurehead. Anyway, but like, they're horrible to her. And yet, despite all this, she's very kind. She really takes time out of her schedule to try to mentor young up and coming artists. And she's so sweet. She's so sweet. So as I said, going back to the story, she's getting stalked. Her house is next to Holt's new house. So one night as she's like running, there's this hooded figure. It freaks her out. She runs to Holt's house because it's closer, and like instant sparks, instant connections. And of course he's a little wary because of who her family is, and they keep trying to like, get him into their agency. And he's like, no, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be one of your musicians and singers, because like they also will drop them like hot potatoes. So Kathleen writes small town suspenseful romances, and she does the suspense so well, because you're still guessing even up until the last minute when the person was revealed. I had no idea who it was. No clue who it was gonna be. So like she does it so well, and then she brings in the humor to like make it a little bit lighthearted. Like you have a lawyer who wears shiny suits and does pickup lines all day. Like, that's his thing, is he wears his shiny suits and he will come at you with the most absurd pickup lines ever. Then you have a priest that, like, everybody inevitably ends up hitting on eventually, especially when they're drunk, because he is hot. It's hilarious. Um, they're all there's a lot of, if you've read the other books, there's a lot of military people in this small town. So, like, everything kind of goes along with, like, do you need us? Do we need some action? We're down for some action. It's hilarious. It's so good. Oh, what else happened that is hilarious? There's so much good stuff. There's so much good stuff. I can't even, and I don't want to spoil it all because I want you to read it for yourself because it's so good. I love this story. They were like a perfect match for each other in the way that they were written. And you really could tell the chemistry. Oh, she the Rose sisters. Okay, that's one of the other funny parts. I will spoil. If you have read them, you know the Rose sisters are like always trying to get the hot gossip. And like, well, the town is very famous, again, military, for interrogating new people, right? So the Rose sisters have their own way of doing. These are like 100-year-old ladies who are, it's so sweet, and you would never think that they would be interrogating you, and they make the strongest special iced tea, and you don't even know it, and then all of a sudden you're drunk, and you're just like blabbing all your secrets. It's hilarious. It is hilarious to watch it happen to other people. I'm sure if it happened to me, I would be like so embarrassed. But then you go to like girls' night, and it's like, all right, who was done in by the sisters' special iced tea, and everybody raises their hand. It's hilarious. I love those books. I love these books so much. Definitely cannot recommend these books enough. She writes incredible romances. She has even written an ode to the romance genre in the Adventures of a Bookworm trilogy, which was also fantastic. Love that. I cannot recommend her books enough. I am so... Oh, I want to read it again just so I can read it again because it's just so good. I love it. Happy reading.